Yo, check it out, y'all. Joke, no joke. I've been having a deep thought about this election and all this back and forth about Kamala Harris being the first black vice president woman in the United States. And the reason I'm not getting on camera, because I just really just want to say my thoughts without any interruptions. This is why I'm not going live with this. I just want y'all to think about this. I know y'all hate Donald Trump, so what I'm going to say is automatically, straight off the top, I'm going to have y'all pissed off because I'm using Trump name. But for those with an open mind, those intelligent ones, those not racist, prejudiced, and can have an unbiased opinion, I would like for y'all to really just open your mind and just think about this. Donald Trump was fighting for America. He wanted to shut other countries out or whatever so we could build up America, right? I think this is the first time in my life that I saw a president-elect and automatically he didn't go to war. We didn't have wars. It wasn't a war going on where during the presidency he was focused on fighting a war. Even Obama was chasing bin Laden and the Bushes was chasing Saddam and you know, so on and so forth. This is a time when we had a president where we wasn't worried about war. We wasn't worried about our families getting recruited or drafted to go fight in Iraq or Iran or anything, right? That's just one aspect of it. Donald Trump wanted to build a wall, right, to keep immigrants from coming into the country illegally, right? The wall is not for people that come here legally, it's illegally. Now, I've seen people that came from Jamaica and grew up in Jamaica and came into the United States and was shot us, killed up a whole bunch of stuff, right? You know, shootings, all the stuff. They get arrested, they get deported, they get sent back to Jamaica. They don't do no time in the U.S. or they do time in the U.S. and get deported. They sneak right back in through Mexico. Over and over and over, right? But they come in this country and they murder Americans, right? And anybody in the streets know what I'm talking about. There's been plenty of dudes that, excuse me, was in the streets, came from other countries, ran with street niggas, and was able to murder up stuff and go back to their country and prevent them from doing time, right? So that's not my focus here. That ain't my thing to be. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. I'm just showing a pattern of how people could come into our country and live here and just come here, the land of the free, and get rich and could get rich and go and take their money to other countries and take care of their people. Or they could come and slaughter Americans and then go back to their other country, right? So y'all was mad at Trump for wanting to build America and wanting to have a security system around America. Defense is the ADT, Trump's ADT alarm system for illegal immigrants, not just Mexicans, all over the world. Come here, you come correct. Now, how many of us could go move to Jamaica right now and just live there? How many of us could just go to India right now and just live there? How many of us could just go to any of these other countries and just live there without no paperwork, without no, like, we could just sneak in a country and go to hospitals and get medical attention and this, that, and the other and not be a citizen. It's not many places you could do that. That's why a lot of people come to the United States. So, for all y'all that's happy that y'all voted this man out, that's all he symbolized as far as when he say, make America great again. And the key word in there is America, right? So whether he's a racist or not, he was talking about America. America is a bunch of different nationalities, right? Some was born here, some weren't, but they here, right? Now, the thing with me with the Kamala Harris thing is this. When I said a black woman, I'm not talking about, I should have never used the word black. I should have just said she's not American. Her parents are not American, is what it should have been said. Because, yeah, she's black because her father's Jamaican, which makes her black, the dominant gene, black, right? But her father's Jamaican. His father's Jamaican. They was born in Jamaica, okay? Her mother's Indian, was born in India. Her grandmother is Indian, was born in India. What makes her Indian? Her mother and father are immigrants that, however they got together, but they got a child in America. That is what I'm saying. She comes from descendants of immigrants that weren't Americans. Okay? So, when you look at it, now, let me just use somebody famous to make a point. Now, let's say if Blue Ivy ran with Joe Biden. Her mother is American and black. Her father is American and black. Her father's mother is black American. His father is black American. And her grandmother is a Creole, black American, right? American. And her grandfather is, on her mother's side, American. That would make her the first, what they call us, African American vice president. So when people say, you gotta remember, when we say black, and we are in America talking about black, we are talking about what we grew up as in America. I'm not talking about black as in African. I'm not talking about black as in Jamaican. I'm not talking about black as in Ethiopian, not black Colombians, not black Dominicans, not black black Asians. I'm talking about black people that was born in America for generations. The ones y'all say that built this country. Not the ones that built Jamaica, not the ones that built India. The ones that built this country. So, nobody's taking nothing away from this woman. She's the first woman. If you look on her tweet, her acceptance speech is, thank y'all for voting me in as the first woman. Now she don't want to say black. Now she don't want to say Indian. Now she don't want to say Jamaican because she don't want to offend none of the above or choose one of the out of the three. So now she's just a woman. So for all y'all that got upset with me for saying that she was black, she's not the first black vice president. I am saying what I said in the proper way. She is not the first Negro, what they called us in America. Remember, we was labeled black first. I think on my birth certificate today, it still says black. It didn't say Negro until a few years later because the black thing became offensive. Then they started calling us Negro. What does it say on her birth certificate is what I'm saying. Is it Indian or is it Jamaican? But for me in America, growing up, I am going to be 50 years old soon, next year. In 1971, my birth certificate says black. Then it was changed to Negro when we started going to school. When I started filling out, what are you? The option was Negro. And then from Negro, it changed to Afro-American. From Afro-American, it changed to African-American, which it is today. So when I said black, I might be talking to a certain generation that can remember when we were labeled black. And the generation of today may not understand that back in the 60s and probably 50s and 40s up into the early 70s, we were labeled black. So that's what I meant when I said black. I apologize. Her genes is black. But according to the United States of America, she is not an African American woman. Okay? Can we agree to that her parents was not born in America? She's not American. Her parents aren't American. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Her parents aren't black. Her parents aren't African, Negro Americans. So, we should, at this time, be congratulating her for being the first Jamaican or Indian or Jamaican Indian descendant vice president, American vice president. A Jamaican Indian American vice president. She should be the first Jamaican Indian American vice president, and she should, her parents, Jamaicans and Indians and people, all immigrants from around the world, should thank the United States of America that they could come here and become a president-elect, vice president-elect before a Native American can. And this is why this is the land of the opportunity. This is why this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. because we give immigrants opportunities like this. Y'all got it?